Hello, my darling friends. Loneliness. We all feel alone at some times. You can be rich or poor, young or old, famous or known. We all get lonely. Loneliness is a part of life. But just because you're alone, I'm alone. I grew up alone. I'm an only child. Grew up with my mom. My dad took off. That's another video. And I'm used to being alone. And I've always had cats. Yes, someone called me the crazy cat lady. I guess I am. I love cats. I had cats since I was 8 years old, and I have 2 now. But being alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. But okay, we do get lonely. And what do we do when we're lonely? I'm going to give you 5 things that I do when I'm lonely. Number 1, I love to cook. I'm not a great cook, but I'm not a bad cook either. Actually, I had a food blog. It was called Food in the City. So I just, go in the refrigerator and take out the onions and peppers and zucchini and cabbage, whatever vegetables I have, and start chopping them up, putting in a fry pan. Oh, first olive oil. I'm living in Italy, so extra virgin olive oil. Fry them in a pan, and then add some soy sauce, curry, turmeric, any spices that I have. And later add some chicken, fish, or shrimp, whatever I have in the frigo, in the refrigerator. So I love to cook. And, of course, the bonus of cooking is eating. So when I'm feeling lonely, I don't know what to do with myself, I cook and I eat. So that's actually 2 things, cook and eat. Read. I love to read. I usually have a good book that I'm reading. I love autobiographies. Autobiographies, I've read, of course, Cicely Tyson, Oprah. I've also read from movie stars, Grace Kelly, Katharine Hepburn, Marlene Dietrich, James Cagney. I love reading how other people lived their life, how they began and how they accomplished what they did. Autobiographies are great learning lessons to see how other winners became winners and led their life. So get a good book. Or even articles and magazine. Articles and magazines sometimes are very informative learning experiences. Cosmopolitan, my darling ladies. Cosmopolitan is the Bible for all us single ladies. But even if you're in a relationship, Cosmopolitan tells you the deal. Anyway, reading, get a good book, a mystery, autobiography. Cooking, English, Italian recipes. A good book. Read a good book. Number 3, when I'm feeling vicarious, I turn on the music as loud as I can. I start dancing. I start dancing. Just dancing around the house to loud music. Dancing, and you can, put in some exercises, while you're dancing, So dancing, exercising with the music, that's also what I do. When I'm feeling lonely, start dancing. Number 4, I call a friend. You know how many friends I have called, friends who will have a very big social life. Maybe we have a boyfriend, a husband, and I'm thinking, they got things to do, places to go, they're never lonely. But I call one of those people. And you know what? Some of them were sitting around the house, bored and lonely. Maybe their husband went away, their children aren't home. No friends around. They were so happy that I called. I was happy to call because I'm breaking up the day talking to someone because I'm feeling kind of lonely. And they were happy that I called. So call someone, even someone unexpected that you think, is never lonely. They just may be lonely. Give them a call. What does lonely even mean? Okay, yeah. We get lonely because we're alone. My mother grew up with 6 brothers and sisters. She said she would have gave her right arm to be alone. She would go in the bathroom. She said, close the door to have a little privacy. So lonely or being alone can be a luxury. Being alone can be a luxury for someone who is in a household full of people. Alone time, getting to know yourself. Turn off that telephone. Yes. Turn it off. Off. Don't sit there waiting for it to ring, a message, a FaceTime call. Turn it off. Get to know you. Listen to your thoughts. Turn off the phone. You're not waiting for any phone call. You're not waiting for anyone. You're with you. You love you. Because if you don't love yourself and enjoy your own company, how in the hell is someone else going to love you and enjoy your company? So enjoy your company, doing the things that I said above, and just listening to your own thoughts. Okay. Number 5, feeling lonely, don't know what to do with myself, got no place to go, no real appointments. I go out, walk out of the door and go into the big world. I go out. Where do I go? I love to go to the neighbor park. I go to the park, walk around, breathe in nature, look at the trees that are flourishing with flowers. I hug a tree. Hug a tree. You've heard that. Hugging a tree is good for the mind and soul. Have you ever tried it? Try it. I tried it. I got the picture to show you. Hug a tree. You actually do feel the soul of that tree when you're holding it. But hugging is wonderful. Okay, not too much hugging right now. You know, we're in a certain time, the pandemic. So go hug a tree. Go hug a tree. Okay, here is the bonus. Because I gave you the 5 things that I do when I'm lonely. You know, cook, read, dance, call a friend, go out, walk around to the park, around my block, or just go look at all the stores or bars that are in my neighborhood that maybe I never had time to look at. Check them out. And here's the bonus. When you're lonely, when you're feeling alone, take out a pen and paper and write down 5 things that you want to accomplish in 2021. What do you want to accomplish in 2021? They can be simple, like you want to learn how to cook lasagna. Or you want to learn a new language. Magari vuoi imparare una nuova lingua, così quando vieni in qualche paese, magari in Italia, puoi parlare una nuova lingua. Okay, I said, maybe you want to learn a new language, so when you come to Italy, you'll know a new language. You'll know how to speak Italian. It took me a year to learn Italian, but I learned it. Only because I lived here. I would have never learned it outside the country. But maybe you want to learn a language. Or maybe you want to get that job that you were thinking about. Find that great apartment. Write down 5 things that you want to accomplish in 2021. And you don't have to accomplish all 5, okay? You have to accomplish at least one of those things. So by the end of the year, you know, you set out a goal, you wanted to accomplish something, and you did it. You know that Jennifer Lopez, I love Jennifer Lopez, singer, dancer, actress, presenter. She can do it all. What a body. Who doesn't want that body? Okay. Jennifer Lopez. Why am I mentioning Jennifer Lopez? She was actually, before she became famous, homeless and broke. Homeless, didn't have a place to stay, and had no money. Miss Rich, Successful, Famous Jennifer Lopez. So, my darling, it's okay to be lonely sometime. We all get lonely sometime. I get lonely sometime. But we can do things to distract ourselves, to love ourselves more, to fill up the hours of the day. So, feeling lonely? We all do. We all do. You can also join a club. Oh, here comes my cat. So I really look like the famous cat lady. Say hello. Meow, meow, meow. Of course, I'm wearing a cat sweater. Okay. Join a club, my darlings. A club. Where other people have something in common with you. And there you can make new friends. Take cooking lessons. There I go back cooking. I'm obsessed with cooking. Well, living in Italy. The best gourmet, the best food in the world. For me, I'm obsessed with cooking. Take a cooking class. Or, as I said, imparare una nuova lingua. Learn a new language. These are things that you can do when you're feeling lonely. You can think about doing these things. Not to say you won't never be lonely again, because even if you join a club or you take cooking classes or a language course, there are going to be days where you're going to be feeling lonely. And you know what? It's okay. It's all right. It strengthens you when you're lonely and you're alone. And remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. You're alone. I love to be alone. I want to be alone. It's a famous line that Greta Garbo said in a movie. No one knows Greta Garbo because you have to be over 50, which I am, but don't tell anyone, to know who Greta Garbo is. Enjoy your alone time. That's the time where you think about who you are, what you want, and what you love about your life, and what you want to keep in your life and what you want to eliminate. It's okay to be lonely. It's okay to be alone. Ciao for now, my darling friends. Mwah. Let me know in the comments below what you do when you're lonely. Mwah. Ciao.